Hi guys, welcome to the short video about trip cancellation insurances or in general travel insurances. I've been looking for something to cover my upcoming cruise trip. Of course, this is not a comprehensive video about everything about trip cancellation or travel insurances. Here in this video, I'm focusing on travel cancellation insurance, and in particular if you want to have your trip to the departure also covered, and this is something which is usually not covered. So for example, if you want to go on a cruise or you're starting from the airport, and of course you need to go somehow to the airport or to the port, maybe with your own car, and then you need some coverage regarding this trip in case something happens, not only regarding an accident but also if your car breaks down and you miss the plane or you miss the boat or whatsoever. And this is not something which is covered just by the lowest price insurance, of course, and so I'm going to show you how to find something suitable if you're looking for that as well. There are a lot of such travel insurance brokers on the market. Here I have the website travelinsurance.com. We have also insuremytrip.com. These are some of the best websites I have found. You can just easily enter your data. Here in my case, I had to just enter the total amount of the trip, where it goes, departure date, return date, and travelers' ages, my citizenship, my residence, and initial trip payment. Of course, like always, it's recommended to make such insurances as early as possible, pretty close to your initial trip payment. Otherwise, the coverage could be limited, or it's even not possible to have some coverage, because a lot of people think, okay, I'm not doing any insurance, and just when something happens, for example, when they get sick a couple of days before the travel starts, then they want to have the coverage. That's not possible, of course. So you can see what I have here. The cheapest offer I got on travelinsurance.com from AIG, that was only $127 for the whole coverage. I mean, for the 5 people, 5 travelers. That's pretty cheap, and it covers quite a lot. I've checked the details. You can click here on more info and see everything, and you can see it would cover 100% of the trip cost. Of course, it has some restrictions, but it has really nice coverage. For example, if one of the travelers become sick, and then 100% of the trip cost is covered, at least as far as I can see. Of course, it's very important to check all the details. There are usually 2 things where you get some information. Here, usually you have the more info. You click on that, and then you can scroll down, and then you will see what's covered. You can see there's quite a lot covered here, really nicely already for a very low price. And something which is not easy to see, where you get even more information, that's here on the right side where you see the numbers. It's not only on this page, it's also here. It's in a very similar way. I'm going to show you that. So if you're looking for a good trip cancellation, then you have to click on this amount here. Just click here, and then you can see a lot of details in which conditions they would pay or not pay. Here you can find pretty much everything. Yeah, again, very good coverage, I would say, for the price, but it would not cover your car if in case your car breaks down on the way to the airport. Then we have the overview of the Insure My Trip. It started actually when I entered the same data. It started at around $160, $165 or so. And when I checked the details for the lowest price, $165, I figured that it will not cover my car in case of a breakdown. So I asked the support, and it went a little bit back and forth. And what they came with was the World Trips plan. So that's here, World Trips. And I was even in contact with 2 of the support people, and they both confirmed that they cover if your vehicle breaks down and you miss your departure. So it's a covered reason for trip cancellation. So that's really good. Of course, it's a little bit more expensive, but still quite cheap, I would say. It's only around 5% of the whole trip cost. So I think this is pretty acceptable. I've tried also to cover this from the cruise operator, and they offered me that for a much higher price. So I think this is still very reasonable. And so I have 3 offers from World Trips, and also here you find the details in the trip cancellation. Of course, there are also other things insured, like trip interruption for a lot of reasons, baggage loss and so on. But what I'm really interested is the trip cancellation, and also here you have to click on the price, and then it's opening a window with all the details. And when you search for breakdown, it has 2 types. I think that's the thing which you are booking. So this is not what I mean, but down here we have the thing which I'm interested in: mechanical breakdown or theft of your or your traveling companion's covered vehicle 24 hours prior to your scheduled departure date. That's the thing what I wanted. So it looks already pretty good, but the question is then, what's a covered vehicle? I mean, in this policy, I don't want to cover this vehicle. Actually, I want to cover a trip or like a vacation. So what does mean covered vehicle? And I was talking again to the support, and this lady was saying covered vehicle means a private passenger vehicle not used commercially. And then here's some samples: owned by or under long-term lease 1 year or more to you. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Of course, they cover only the last 24 hours prior to the departure, but that's usually enough, unless you want to go to a hotel the day prior to the departure, which some people are doing, of course, to be 100% sure not to miss the plane or the boat or so. But if you're traveling same day or at least 24 hours or less prior to the departure of your plane or boat or whatsoever, then you're covered. And yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to have covered. And if you were looking for same thing, then I can highly recommend this World Trips plan. You can book them here from insurancemytrip.com. By the way, I'm not affiliated with this company. It's just based on my experience. So this is not an ad or sponsored video or something like that. So what I will also double check if my credit card is covering such things, but usually they are not doing that. But it was a little bit hard to reach my credit card company yesterday, so I'm planning to do that today. But most likely I will book now this policy for $200, which looks pretty nice. It has also good recommendation rate, so I think I'm good with that. Yeah, so that's it for now. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.